are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. Oh yes, a lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
neighbor Joe, neighbor Joe. Oh, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. This is all the money that me work for. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. This is all the money that me work for. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. What we could do with a killer piece? 1 bunch green plantain, 1 string quacquari, 1 Jill black pepper. All you could do with a killer piece. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. Neighbor Joe, neighbor Joe, neighbor Joe. Oh, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. This is all the money that me work for. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. This is all the money that me work for. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, and welcome down to Livewire. It is the 27th of June, 2024, and it's a rainy day on the outside in Georgetown and some parts of Region 3 along the East Bank as well. Morning to all those persons heading to work. Please take your time on the road. Take your time on the road. As you guys head there, you got to get back home to somebody. You understand? Even if it's a pet, fish, somebody, right? So, sorry about the late start, but nevertheless, we're here, and we're here for another show. Right. So morning to all the persons tuned in on the live already. What?
Is that Sally? I just see in the comments. I think it's Sally. Sally joining us from Maruka, I think it is. Morning to all the persons tuned in already. Malchan Prem Kumar, Krista Kurprasad, Show and Siram, Dial Sukram, morning to you. Data Nandalal, Vishram, Patrick, morning to you. Lynette Sarju, Leroy Mangal, Umar Sharif, Salomi Suku, Sis Narain Samaru, Henry Jagdio, Ru Garib, Sherry Ramdai, joining us from France. Bishan Abrams, morning to you and the family. Eunice Raghubir, special good morning to you and your sister over there joining us from Canada. Bibi Kalichiran, morning to you. Roger Fong, Philip Diabru, Miss Bob from Mocha, morning to you. Pam, morning to you and Trevor. Jean Cornelius, Philip Diabru, Alan Khan, Leslie Mongol, Joe Labijan joining us from Canada. Prem Kumar Kishore, morning to you. Jasmine Baldio, Sarah Mosley, Nirmala Narain, Cecil Rampasad, Jamila Kayum, Ginger Mahis, Ronald Jones, morning to you. Gayatri Baldio, Babita Bryan, morning to you. Mohammed Isaf, Sunil Raghubir, Jasoda Budram, Shakila Khan, Neil Ramlokan, Maureen Razio, Dianan Suku, Lily Prashad, Roger Fong, Jane, good morning to you, Jane from St. Martin. Morning to Akani Blair joining us from Linden. Morning to Marisha Sami joining us from the USA. Marisha, I forget to wish you people a happy anniversary. I scroll in Facebook and I see Mr. Ward with here. I said, what story is this? Aye, but you know, the anniversary brings back all those memories of, oh gosh, when they were young and the love was new and fresh and you know trouble, but it get old. It aged like fine wine. But I'll wish them happy anniversary shortly. From Prashad, morning to you. John Ragnat, good morning to you. Margaret Charles, Diorajnath, morning to you. Mazo Inchan, morning to you. Tracy Martindale joining us from Bartico. Sophia Khan, Ashmi Bazdio, morning to you. Kamish Jaikaran, Stanley Hamilton, morning to you. Inderpaul, morning to you. And Camille Narain joining us from um, Minnesota. Welcome to the program. Yes. Marisha Sami just remind me about things that I supposed to remember and forgetting is bad. Thank you though, Marisha. Uh, right. Good. Got that there. Can't have the show without that. Good. Hayat Khan, morning to you. Corinne the Clue, morning. Asif Ahmad. Aviola Peters, right. Sally joining us on the live from Maruka. Rakesh, Taras O'Brien, Dale Henry, morning to you. Lily Prashad, Gil Ian, morning. Nadia, Michael, morning to you. Golan Singh, Ricky Nath, morning. Who else we got here? Akila Hussein, morning. Aaron Raghubir, morning to you. Amarali, Aneta John, good morning to you. Keith Benjamin, morning to you. Juliet Yearwood, I'm even going to try with Dawn. Princess Naku, morning to you. Who else we got here? Shakila Bridgelal, right. Savita Rose. Uncle Ronald, even if old age creeping up on me, it don't catch you, brother. Right? So give me a chance. Mornington Coast Williams on the live. Big up yourself. Right, good. So that aside, we're supposed to have a guest this morning, but I ain't saying nothing until they show up because some of these guests, their schedules are so tight. When you advertise this, can't make it. So we're supposed to have a guest coming on like around 8:30 to give us a rundown on some happenings in the regions, well, in a particular region. And yeah, Lily Prashad said time going. She in a hurry, right? But before we jump into today's content, I wanted to say happy birthday, belated greetings to my cameraman, Mr. Akeem Evans. Celebrated his birthday not yesterday, the day before. Happy birthday to you, brother. And you know, I wish you well, and I hope that you see many more. Mr. Akeem Evans. This is the guy that sang the this song here, man. We just play it in the morning. This song here. No, not that song. This one. Yeah, so that's the guy that sang that song. Very talented Guyanese cameraman, electrician, father, good friend, brother. Happy birthday belated to you, brother. Akeem Evans there. Right? Also, I'd like to say happy anniversary greetings belatedly to Mr. and Mrs. Ward from Bartica region number 7. As you guys know, Mr. Ward is the Prime Minister's representative in the region, and you know, he's graced the show with his presence quite a few times to give us updates on what's happening in the region. And I think he celebrated his anniversary yesterday, his and his wife's, Arlene, their anniversary yesterday. So please join me in wishing them belated anniversary greetings to another 100 years together. Very, very inspiring couple to persons who are getting into marriages. If you want something to emblemize, that's the right word. If you want a relationship to look up to, here you have a good one here. Mr. and Mrs. Ward celebrating their anniversary. I don't know which one, but they celebrated it. I'll be glad. Right? Good. Back to cricket. So people, I don't know if y'all noticed this thing yesterday. Right? I don't know if y'all noticed this yesterday. I posted it up. I saw somebody post it as well. Right? So last week, we were talking about the church, right? You remember that they got church in East Delta this year, you know, some doctorates, right? They had a church in East that year, you know, some doctorates, and we highlighted, you know, that they said, this thing here, man, this is not a case where you actually work for this thing, but. You understand? Yeah, we put this thing on the hand, the beginning and name there and thing. But like the shame was so much. Glenn, I'll take off the doctor off your name. You making joke with Guyanese. You making joke with Guyanese when they know your business. Eh? No doctor, people. The doctor's gone. The doctor's gone. It's just regular old Glenn Lau giving advice and telling people stupidness. Right? Regular old Glenn Lau. So this jumped out at me yesterday. I was rolling. Right? Then I came across this video. And also, anybody saw anything about some court action to block the Congress or something? In the middle of sleep and wake last night, I scrolled past something like that, but I wasn't sure. I was like, no, man, this can't be real. But I didn't see a story. It was a screen grab somebody took. So I didn't plan to pay it much attention. But, okay. Well, I find it here. We can discuss it. Groundbreaking lawsuit against leaders of political parties seeking reform and accountability. Okay. Filed by some guy named Brian, a member of the People's National Congress. So y'all saw the president yesterday. Listen to Prezi. Listen to Prezi yesterday.
Can't even trust themselves.
Oh my God.
Right now they have a Congress and whole they accusing each other of who thieving and who ain't thieving. I just see the General Secretary resign because she said there is no accountability. If they can't even protect each other, how do they protect the country? That man is like pickpocket in there in Congress Place. We had a Congress. What did you see? You see the beauty of Guyana. Every region, every ethnicity represented.
You understand what the president's saying there? And the thing is, just after the conclusion of the PPP's Congress, people like Sherrod Duncan took to the social media talking about it had so much problems. Some persons from the PNC, oh, what we hear this happen and we hear that happen, and nothing substantial. Nothing substantial, right? And we are literally one day away from the beginning of their Congress, and this is the current situation. This is the current situation. You understand? And oh my goodness. Look, anyway, we sitting back, we watching, and we learning. We're sitting back, we looking, and we learning. Right? You can't get involved in these PNC things because you get pulled down into the gutter too. You get pulled down into the gutter too. But like I said, I noticed this thing here yesterday about a lawsuit to stop the Congress. So I figured we'd take a quick look at it this morning, stop your nonsense. So I guess this is Brian here, people. This is by Brian. Move from there. Thank you. That's Brian. And oh my God, trouble. Now, two lawsuits have been filed by Brian here. No, Brian is a excuse me. Brian is a member of the PNCR, seeking accountability and reforming Guyana's major political parties. Okay. Now, the first lawsuit names Attorney General Anil Nandalal, Senior Counsel, and the PPP General Secretary, Dr. Jabio, and the PNCR leader, Aubrey Norton. The second lawsuit names Aubrey Norton and the PNCR only. Now, Brian's aim, according to the news release or the article from the Village Voice, Brian's aim is to ensure fair internal party elections, believing that internally I can't even bring it out. What am I looking at? What? He wants to ensure fair internal party elections, believing that internal irregularities can compromise the democratic process. But, sir, how the Attorney General and the General Secretary, the Attorney General for the country and the General Secretary for the People's Progressive Party, Civic, get called into this? The parties they represent had a Congress that went off without a hitch. So I am trying to understand what are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Now, the lawsuits are filed by a Dr. Vivian Williams and are based on presidents from other jurisdictions supporting fair internal elections. Now, there are some declarations that are being sought from the court. Political parties are legal entities and can be sued. The PNCR performs functions that impact the Constitution and the rights of its members. The selection of candidates for elections must be fair and democratic. The government should remove undue burdens to uphold the rights conferred upon political parties by the Constitution. Listen, just the other day, persons were talking about the judiciary and the overburden and all this other stuff. You don't think this is wasting the court's time? You don't think this is wasting the court's time? Even if, Brian, you want to do this, even if you want to do this, Brian, as a member of the PNCR, how the PPP get involved in your shenanigans? How? At no point during the lead up to the PPP's Congress, the PPPC Congress, did you see the sort of comrade on comrade violence being exhibited by these other parties? At no point. How can the Brian decide how political parties select their delegates? Now, Brian, it's another thing if that party doesn't follow the process for selecting their delegates. There should be some kind of repercussion or somewhere for you to seek redress or whatever. But if a political party has decided this is how our candidates will be selected, where's it, Brian? And again, how do PPP get involved in this thing? Political parties are legal entities that can be sued. So what? How we're suing the political party for? Okay, don't let me left it vague. We're suing the PPP for. What do you? What do you, Brian? What do you? We're suing the PPP for, right? We're suing the WPA for the irrelevant. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't got members. It's 4 of them. And when Kadaki go to jail, it can be down to 3. You understand? Oh, Lord. And even this other one, and one of the declarations that is being sought, the PNCR performs functions that impact the constitutional rights of its members. What kind of? Anyway, they said got legal presidents or whatever in other jurisdictions or whatever it is. I am not a legal mind, so they probably got some kind of thing on the line there that I am not understanding. But when your own party members will go to the court to stop your own party elections, Jesus Christ. Right? Jesus Christ. Now, as I told y'all before, Brian is concerned about irregularities in the PNCR's electoral process, which he believes could affect the true will of the party's electorate. Again, Brian, how the PPP get involved in this? How the Attorney General is involved in this? How is the General Secretary involved in this? This is internal. Y'all gotta deal with this nonsense yourself. You gotta go sit down with Aubrey and I go to sit down his things, but not her anymore. You gotta sit down with Elizabeth. You gotta sit down with Sherwin Holder. You gotta sit down with Vince Wright Jordan. You understand? And discuss these things. Right? Brian also is seeking an injunction to hold the election of party leaders until fair procedures are guaranteed. So is Brian trying to say to us the election of the party officials in the past were not fair? Well, we do know of some instances where they had some irregularities happening, little gunplay and thing. And I did tell y'all, my aunt my aunt, God rest the dead, was very close to those people and was involved in one of their, I think two of their um, congresses in terms of electing of the leader. And in her latter days, she shared with me some of the nasty things that go on in there. So even if that's the case, Brian, you need to go to the internal committees and the executive committee of that party and get them to reform themselves. The time that you're taking to use the courts that could be looking at so many other things, that could be looking at so many other things, right? Dealing with the backlog that they have, that the judges them complaining about, and people complaining about. They could be focusing on that. No, they got to deal with this here, right? No, Brian has described himself as a reformer committed to ensuring full participation by party members without manipulation. But he ensuring full participation of people who's not even party members of the party. You bring in your stress to people. I sure the Attorney General got the Venezuela Guyana border issue he might want to focus on. No, he got to take his time and either write a response or make an appearance in relation to nonsense that don't concern him. This has nothing to do with the government of Guyana. You understand me? This has nothing to do with the People's Progressive Party Civic. This is a PNC issue. A PNC issue. And when your issues start to affect other people, well, know that you have a problem. Know that you have a problem. When your issues, when you in your yard start affecting your neighbor in the yard, know that there's a problem. And it's not necessarily with the neighbor. Because if the neighbor could function within their boundaries without any issue, deal with whatever internal strife they got without any issue or public displays of madness and lunacy, why the neighbor got to get involved in your issue when you got your problem? Deal with your stress on your own. Think about it. Think about it. And well, I mean, I ain't saying the Attorney General won't be able to handle himself in relation to this matter. But again, I am looking at it as time wasted. The court's time wasted. The Attorney General time wasted because he most likely will have to make an appearance or something. You understand me? Waste of time. The fat guy from the press conference yesterday, sorry. The heavyset gentleman from the press conference yesterday that the PNC had spoke about internal mechanisms and processes. Is Brian not aware of these? That he got to go and engage the court. And, you know, listen, lawyers too. Some here, they got good ones, but some of them ridiculous, you know. Some of them ridiculous. So I was doing some work yesterday, and I was looking at a woman commenting on receiving her it's the housing voucher for the people at Lane Avenue, right? So she went to receive the voucher the other day, and she was talking about how whilst applying for the voucher, well, you know, you have to have your documentation in order because the ministry only deals with legitimacy. So if the property in somebody else's name and thing, you got that whole situation got get sorted out before you could move forward. So she was saying that she had lost her, I think her sales document, the agreement to sales or something like that. And she went to a lawyer to get it back so that she would be able to benefit from this housing subsidy from the Ministry of Housing and Water and the Central Housing and Planning Authority. for residents along Lane Avenue. And for just a context, this was the initiative announced by Vice President Joe during one of his visits there. Now, the woman spoke about the lawyer literally wanting to charge her arm and a leg. Now, this is a big woman, a past her working years. So, you know, she receiving pension. You know, she probably got a family helping her along or whatever it is. The woman said the lawyers want 6,000 consultation, then 60,000 just to start the process. Plus, she had to pay more to get back this agreement to sale. Right? The lady sat on camera and said she met with the lady that is heading the core homes and the subsidy programs thing, and the lady pointed her in the right direction. The lady said she spent $160. 160 Guyanese dollars. You hear me? 160 Guyanese dollars, and got back her agreement to sale. So she was able to benefit from that subsidy. So, I mean, some lawyers are just horrible people. Horrible people. You hear me? Collect your money and don't do nothing. They would know that you are fighting a losing battle and still collect your money and go to court and make yourself a damn fool. Instead of they advise you, you know something, here, it mightn't make sense for you to argue this thing. This is the odds that stack against you. Your best options are bap, 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 bap. But if you decide you want me to go to court still and argue it, we gonna go. And that's the advice you gotta give people. You understand? You can't take people money, overcharging them. Oh my gosh. That just come to me. That just come to me. So even the lawyer that taking this case, you understand? And I bet you the lawyer that take this case, probably like Nigel Hughes, he gonna quote some case from Vanuatu and Gimjam Zingo and some court from somewhere under the earth and them kind of thing. So he gonna find some case, you understand, from the Antarctic, the Antarctic circuit court to speak to this. That's the kind of nonsense that is come up with. That's the kind of nonsense they can come up with to waste the court's time. So although His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali would have sworn in 10 puny judges just yesterday, they're done finding work for the people. They're done finding work for these people. Done finding work for them. And mind you, they got work to clear up. They got work to clear up. So I don't understand again, Brian. And when to tell you all the truth, oh my God, Pushram Kishore, don't even let me come to that. I'm gonna come to that just now, but I see this. I'm gonna put it on the screen so I don't forget it. That's the kind of ignorance you get from these people. But anyway, I'm done with Brian. I just wanted to say first when I saw this, and like I tell you, it was a screen grab I saw first. First when I saw this thing, I thought this was this guy from Lands and Survey, man. The former head of Lands and Survey, Trevor Ben. I gotta say, what's chopping this? What Trevor doing? You understand me? What Trevor doing? Gary, this here is scheduled for court when by. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. No, I don't see any dates to court here. But we can follow this. We can follow it up. We can follow it up and see and hear what the rulings are and all this other stuff. Oh my gosh. Look, these people is trouble. These people is trouble. Anyway, now one of the viewers probably looked at Coretta's show last night. And like I tell you, I try my best not to look at Coretta too much. She gets me very upset, and then I become very abusive verbally, and it's not nice. Also, she was on advancing. She came back on advancing the cars last night. Don't- Look, listen, I'm saying to y'all, Coretta McDonald, for her to say anything about 45,000. You understand? For her to say anything about 45,000 when she stood by and watched persons lose 10. You understand me? These people's way is called foul spirits. These people's way is called foul spirits. And you just see it in the face. You understand? You see it in their face. Foul spirits. Let me jump over here. Let me jump over here. Um, yeah, focus. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Whooshu. Trouble. So, Beretta McDonald. You see what tell you about foul spirits, right? You see how you see. Look at this lady. Look at this lady. Huh? When you hard bad and your nose bra, when you hard bad.
Wednesday evening comes around. So good night to all of you. And yes, we're in because there's so many things that are happening in this country. And I want to start off by talking about, first, we're going to talk about the cash grant. You know, this cash grant and the cash grant. I remember we had the cash grant before, and then we moved the cash grant to the 5Bs. And
So right off the bat, thank you, Coretta, for say. And to me, Coretta face look extra heartening. I don't know why. It's probably deeds, but we gonna leave it alone. But I'm glad that you said so, ma'am. I'm glad that you said so, that it was your administration that removed the cash grant for students. And what did they replace it with? 5Bs. Buses, boats, bicycle, book bag, and bull, I guess, breakfast. Right? Y'all heard on this program somebody from the opposition lamenting that this bus was attacked with only African Guyanese children inside. Again, I ask you, why were the only African Guyanese children inside if the buses were picking up all public school students or students living along the East Coast? What kind of bags y'all used to buy, Coretta? The green and yellow cheap ones? That when the people put the books in the bag, they loose up? The breakfasts that were served, if they were, because I don't know what the last B is, I just call them breakfast because I know. Compare the nutritional value to what is being served now. Could it hold a candle, Coretta? You talking about 5Bs? You talking about 5Bs? The boats, just like the buses, only picking up certain people, children along the route. I hear in Morocco, they can't even find the boat. They didn't even know the boat there. You understand? They don't even know where the boat is. So when people like Coretta McDonald come barefaced to you to tell you that the things that you're actually getting and benefiting from is of no significance, you just gotta press the X, you just gotta turn them off. Because it don't make sense. Like, we're listening to, we're really telling me. Make it make sense.
And we were having that all the time over the last 5 years. Quite a lot of persons said, oh, they should not have taken away the monies and so on and so on. They should have allowed the monies to go. But
so I don't even have to defend this. Correct is saying it. Quite a lot of persons saying, why y'all take our money and give me these stupid buses? Huh? Why you take me money and give me these buses? You're saying it yourself. So as the person who's looking over education from the opposition, back then you were so irrelevant to the opposition that was in government at that time that you couldn't even suggest things to them. And I would have played the video here of you saying that you got more under a PPP administration than the AP and the UFC. So I guess that's why you're looking so. You understand? Being a hypocrite is like having a stomach ulcer, you know. You look fine on the outside, or you look okay-ish on the outside, but it is be eating away at you from on the inside. And eventually it will show, and it look like it's showing on Coretta here now. All your hairline look like it moving. My God, go ball like me, Coretta.
I can say it to you.
My God, boss and Negle Brandis. Anybody on this live, if you know, you know. We left it. We left it. We left it. You understand? We are leaving it. We are leaving it. But
The buses, the boats, the bags, the bicycles, and the breakfast, that counted a whole lot for the children and parents who could not have afforded.
Yeah, but you full of nonsense. You're full of nonsense. Because this $45,000 counts more. You think about it. You add up the transportation for one of them children going and coming to school. The book bag that you say is 10,000. Well, you can if you're using the bus, you can't use the boat. You understand me? Hello, good morning. Right? So if you calculate in the boat, you can't be in the bus. And if you calculate in the bus, you can't be in the boat. So the bus or the boat, the book bag, and if you get bicycle, the mean you're using the bus or the boat. So y'all understand what I'm trying to show you? If you're benefiting from the boat, you're not benefiting from the bus or the bicycle. If you're benefiting from the bus, you're not benefiting from the boat or the bicycle. If you're benefiting from the bicycle, you're not benefiting from the bus and the boat. So you're getting the book bag, you're getting the breakfast, bus, boat, bicycle. The book bag and the breakfast. The book bag and the breakfast. Which got more value? Which got more value? You feel, look, Coretta.
Afforded. The bicycles saved them from having to pay transportation. The community boats saved them from having to pay transportation. We had the bags, the bicycles, the boats, breakfast. Come on, and you're
look. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me, people. The people getting $45,000 now per child, right? They are getting breakfast still. They get them books, right? The parents gonna find the transfer, man. Go fight up. You keep the bicycle, you keep the bus, you keep the boat. The parents gonna find transport. The parents gonna find transport. The parents will find transportation, correct?
You're telling me, Beverly King, I'm seeing you there. So you're telling me that those 5 Bs did not count. If you were saying that, something is definitely wrong with you.
Yeah, was something wrong with me, correct? Because I'm saying they didn't count. They didn't count. Was a bunch of old buses that y'all got for free from persons looking for favors from the Grange administration. So no, it didn't count. And we lucky that none of them churning die from carbon monoxide poisoning or nothing in them buses there, or get a tetanus cut on that to get tetanus injection or anything at the start there. The nonsense y'all used to serve for breakfast had low nutritional value. The bags were mainly green and yellow, cheap bags that y'all bought that were worth less than $10,000 each. You understand me? Why Coretta looking like this? Jesus.
But we had those there. But now we're back to the cash grant. We're back to the cash. And I can say to you, many of our families, many of our citizens, many households across this country, they're going to do whatever is necessary at the moment with the cash grant. It's not a bad thing, mind you. I'm not saying.
Yeah, but oh my gosh. Oh, if this is not looking at your neighbor yard, if this is not looking at your neighbor yard, now Coretta want to tell the people what the money got spent on. They knows their children. How you love their children more than people, the people themselves. How is it? And correct, if you're saying that persons are going to take the cash grant and do other things with it, right? And don't get the stuff to send the children to school. You think if they had their own money, right? And this is what you're allegedly doing with the cash grant. They're going to take their own money and send them children to school anyway and buy them things out of their own money if they're doing it with the cash grant money. Correct? And mind you, yes, they will have one and two parents going to take the cash grant money and do little here. They might buy couple parts to the motorcycle. One and two. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? That's the kind of freedom you got in Guyana. You make a decision. You got to live with it when you make it. You understand me? But now you watching what the people doing with the money, correct? Why aren't you watching what the GTU do with the teachers' fees that they're paying every month? And look, the funny thing is how these people just want to look for accountability from others and not be accountable themselves. It's that for me. I find it very laughable.
But while we're offering the cash grants, I'm hoping that there are other systems to put in place, because $45,000 for a child, you and I know if you go out there to buy a book bag or what we call sometimes backpack, you know how much for $10,000 for a proper backpack. The shoe that the child has got to put on his or her feet. If you want a proper shoe, then you have to pay $15,000.
Look, hold on a second, people. Just give me 1 second. This woman here, this woman Coretta. Oh boy. This woman Coretta is trouble. This woman Coretta is trouble.
Or something like that for it. And that's 10 plus 15, that's $25,000 you're talking about there. You've not yet spoken about the school shirts. You've not yet spoken about the school pants, the pair of trousers.
So look, people. Oh, Lord. So let me break it down for Coretta, because clearly Coretta in understand what's going on, right? So that's because we care grant, right? It is similar to old age pension. Let me look at it that way. The because we care grant is similar to old age pension. Now, old age pension in Guyana, you didn't have to make any contribution. You need to walk no way. Once you're a Guyanese and you reach at a certain age, you get old age pension. Right? You get old age pension at a certain age. Now, your old age pension is not to mind you. You as an adult would have been making preparations for your old age, your retirement, you get your insurance, and you've been making contributions so you get your regular pension. You're working and you're making contributions. So let me look at it because we care grant. Now, just like the old age pension, you gotta do nothing fancy. Once you are registered in school, private or public, you get this assistance. Assistance, correct? Assistance. You understand? Assistance. So the government didn't tell you make them babies if you got 15 or 20 of them. And the government is taking on the full responsibility to buy pants and shirt and bag and boots and books and no. The government sees you as a Guyanese and the government wants to assist us. Assist. They want to assist you with some of your expenses to ensure that your child goes to school. You understand me? To assist us, assist. So for you to list boots, book bag, pants, shirt, underwear, but it was everything the government pay for the government child. Huh? You child name wherever Guyana. Huh? You is your child name Coretta Guyana? You full of nonsense. So for you to sit there and pretend like the government giving you $45,000 for all your child's expenses and you ain't got to spend a cent after, you're completely mistaken. You're misunderstanding the purpose of the Because You Care grant. You understand? So again, I'm making it clear. It's to assist us. Assist us. Assist. You don't think those parents had those expenses when they were just getting buses, boats, and bicycles and breakfast? They didn't have to buy book bags, book bags. They didn't have to buy shoes. They didn't have to buy books. They didn't have to buy shorts and pants. And back then, they only getting 2,000 towards it. And on the y'all, they were getting nothing because you take it away completely. You took it away completely. So again, corrector, assist us. Assist. Assist us. Assist. The government is not the government role to take on all them responsibility. They're assisting. And quite frankly, persons are benefiting more from the assistance they're getting now. Pension up by 75%. Look at the Because We Care grant. That's what 400 and something percent it gone up by.
or the uniform that the girls have to wear, whether it's skirt or the kimono. You've not yet spoken about the books that you have to put into that backpack and the pencil.
It's wretch. It's wretch. That's why it's one. That's why it's one say some wrong things, you know. The ministry is providing books, textbooks. The ministry is providing textbooks. And all they're doing is ask you to carry them and return them so some other student could use them. The ministry is providing textbooks as the ministry is assisting with textbooks. They're assisting with textbooks. That's the kind of nonsense. Look. Like these people, why?
And the sharpener and the eraser. You've not yet spoken about that. You've not yet spoken about the underarm deodorant and the body lotion.
So what part of this thing that you talking about? What part of this shopping list that you talking about the parents responsible for? Correcto. Could you please say to me which part of the shopping list the parents responsible for? Please. Which part of the shopping list that you put forward there, the parents and the money they're working for the child that they make, they're responsible for? Y'all are absolutely ridiculous. And for anybody who, with this reasoning, I really don't understand. Hello? Tomorrow we're taking calls, brother. Good. Right? You understand? You understand me? So, guys, tomorrow we're taking all your calls. Vishal, everybody who tried to call me today, tomorrow we're taking all your calls. This is the foolishness. No, you are burdening the government down with all the responsibility of the parents in Guyana? Really? Okay.
So when we put all of those together, $45,000 is a joke. And let me say to you, this government ice pass people because they're giving away millions of dollars, hundreds of millions in contracts, waste time contracts, and they're giving you, the ordinary Guyanese, $45,000 for your children.
What? Here. So how we contrasting the two? A contract to build a road and a grant towards a child. I don't look, man. Look, this lady here saying hers go work. This lady here is saying hers go work. You understand me? These people heading good, you know. These people heading good, you know. Man, look, I don't know what else to tell you. I listen. Oh Lord.
I mean, what is that? What is that?
What is this? What is this, Coretta? What is this we're looking at? I don't like how she's looking. Like done with Coretta. Coretta looking weird and sicky. I don't know, pale and I didn't like it. She facing as rosy as it's normally be. You understand? I guess by the hot parliament and no dog Korean cooking and things all tight. Anyway, people, I got The rain falling again. I'm saying y'all be careful on the roads. Try and be careful on the roads. Look out for those people. Look out for those people who aren't looking out for you. Again, happy anniversary to the wards in Barticadair. Happy birthday belatedly to my friend and cameraman Akeem Evans. Guys, we looking at this PNC thing as it unfolds. Tomorrow, Congress starting, and let me see what's gonna happen. Right? If you're passing Congress Place, careful. Bullets tend to fly from in the yard there. No one hear nothing happen to Uno. Right? Marisha, have a wonderful day. Soma, Pam, Mikey the boss, Shakila, Leslie, Pam, all y'all have a good day. Paula, Shanaz Khan, have a wonderful day. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace, it's all about love, it's all about one Guyana.
Yes! A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer.